As I know you all appreciate, renewal and churn are essential to the hospital's well-being. We must never become complacent or risk stagnation, to which end, after a consultation with the stakeholders, funding for CTU has been withdrawn. New funding will be redirected into new initiatives for the ward. That's all. Thank you for your time. Miss Naylor.
Why?
Cuts have to be made. It's as simple as that.
That's it. That's all you're going to give me. Out of the blue, without any warning, you just dynamite my department.
I was under the impression it was the hospital's department.
Well, then why can't someone else take the bullet? Why can't you fire a load of nurses? Half of them are useless anyway.
Miss Naylor.
This is about Sahira, isn't it? Now that she's gone, you don't need to...
I think that's enough.
So what are you leaving me with?
Well, you're still a consultant on Darwin Ward. For now.
So, let me get this straight. There's a pay freeze across the NHS. We're all expected to work longer for less money. And you decide to blow, I don't know how many £1,000s on a completely unnecessary piece of equipment.
Just under £100,000, actually, and I don't believe it's unnecessary. In fact, I've it on good authority that the research...
Whose authority? Hers, presumably.
I'm sorry that you and your new colleague have failed to hit it off. Still, early days.
Why do we even need another consultant on Keller?
I can see that change can be unsettling. And Miss Campbell's list of accomplishments is intimidating.
I can assure you, I am in no way intimidated by her.
Right. So, let me get this clear. Your gripe is that I've appointed an extremely well-qualified surgeon to share your workload, who, in your opinion, is just too efficient. And then, to add insult to injury, I've bought your department a state-of-the-art new piece of equipment. Well, I can see why you'd be peeved.
Were you, at any point, planning on sharing this forward strategy? And what part you see her playing in it?
Ah, now that's very simple. I've given Miss Campbell a very specific brief. She's here to ensure that Keller becomes a more cost-effective ward.
Well, I appreciate that you must have had your reasons for appointing her. But I have to make it clear that I simply can't work with a woman.
Well, that's a great shame, because I'm afraid Miss Campbell's going absolutely nowhere.
You're a fetus in scrubs. And I wouldn't let you into my theatre if every other surgeon in this hospital had been struck down by the Ebola virus and I was flatlining on the table.
Jack, there was absolutely no need.
I entirely agree.
Mr. Hanssen?
Now, I just popped down to check why Mr. Hope's been ignoring my emails, but it seems there's a rather more pressing issue to be dealt with. Now, please don't misunderstand me. I know you don't exactly have a reputation for being an earth mother, but there's a line, and I believe you just pole-vaulted over it.
She behaved completely unprofessionally.
Whereas launching a volley of abuse on an F1 in theatre is the height of professionalism, is it?
When I did my training, far worse was said to me.
And look at the consequences.
She deliberately undermined my authority.
Authority is earned. You know how much I value discipline, but I will not tolerate bullying. You will apologize, Dr. Lowe, please.
You want me to an F1?
I do. I've also booked you on a short course run by our HR department.
What sort of course? You're not serious?
Think of it as points on your license. You do the course, you avoid them, or we have the rather more difficult conversation where we discuss your continuing contract here. It's your decision.